something strange happened in the NBA, and it made the whole basketball world stop. Stephen Curry, the man who built a 12-year streak with one brand, walked onto the court in a pair of Nike shoes. Not just any Nikes, but Kobe Bryant's Mambacita Kobe 6s. Fans stared, commentators froze, social media went wild. Why would Curry break a streak this long? Why now? And why this shoe? The last time Curry wore Nikes in an NBA game, the world was different. LeBron James was on the Miami Heat, David Stern was commissioner, Cooper Flagg was only 6. It feels like talking about a different time. So when Curry stepped onto the court on Friday night against the Spurs in those black and white Kobe 6s, it wasn't just surprising, it felt unreal. It felt like something important had shifted, and it sent one message loud and clear. Curry's future is no longer locked to Under Armour, because as of this week, Stephen Curry is a sneaker free agent. No contract, no restrictions, total freedom. But how did it all break apart after 12 years? And what does this moment mean for the future of Curry, the NBA, and the entire sneaker industry? The story begins in 2013. Back then, Curry wasn't yet the superstar the world knows today. He had no MVP awards, no rings, no global fame. Nike had him, but they didn't treat him like a future legend. They didn't see him as someone who would change basketball forever. How do we know this? Because during his Nike pitch meeting, someone showed him a slideshow and forgot to remove Kevin Durant's name from the slides. Curry noticed. His dad noticed. It was embarrassing. It showed exactly how Nike saw him. Not as their next icon, but as a mid-tier player who didn't deserve a personalized pitch. Under Armour didn't make that mistake. They saw him as everything Nike overlooked. They wanted him as their main face. They offered him the spotlight. They gave him creative power. They promised him a level of respect no one else was giving him. Curry took the risk, and the risk worked. From 2013 to 2024, Curry and Under Armour built something huge together. He became the center of their basketball line. He dropped signature shoe after signature shoe. He launched Curry brand in 2020. He even earned part of the company through stock in 2023. It wasn't just a partnership, it was a long chapter in his story. So how did a partnership that strong end so suddenly? Behind the scenes, things were changing. Under Armour was shifting strategies. Curry brand had grown so large that it no longer fit neatly inside the company's plans. And Curry himself wanted more freedom to expand his brand, to work on new ideas, to build something beyond a single line of shoes. A lifetime deal only works if both sides grow in the same direction, but they weren't anymore. They were drifting apart. So this Thursday, both sides made the quiet announcement. Curry and Under Armour were officially parting ways. It was polite, calm, respectful, but make no mistake, it was massive. On Friday, Curry proved just how massive. The moment he stepped onto the court in Nikes for the first time in 12 years, the air changed. He didn't pick a random pair. He didn't make a small switch. He picked the Kobe 6 Mambacita, a shoe that honors Kobe and Gigi Bryant. That choice wasn't business. It wasn't marketing. It was meaning. Curry always respected Kobe. They battled each other, pushed each other, and inspired each other in ways the public didn't always see. Kobe studied Curry's game early. Curry admired Kobe's mindset. Their bond was built on competition and respect. When Curry wore the Mambacita shoes, it was a tribute wrapped inside a brand shift. It was the perfect symbol for a new chapter. It told fans, if a new era starts, it begins with honor. But even with all this emotion, another question rose fast. Is Curry going back to Nike? Fans assumed yes, journalists guessed yes, the internet screamed yes. But the truth is different. Curry isn't returning to Nike, at least not yet. He wore the Kobe 6s because he wanted to, not because he had to. As a sneaker free agent, he can wear any brand's shoe at any time. Nike hasn't signed him. Adidas hasn't signed him. Puma hasn't signed him. No one has. And that makes him one of the most powerful sneaker players in the world right now. Most athletes stick to one brand. Curry no longer has to. He can test shoes like he's test driving cars. One game he could wear Nikes. The next, something from New Balance. After that, maybe a small startup brand no one has heard of yet. This opens a wild future. Curry could build his own independent sneaker company. He could partner with someone new and reshape how athlete deals work. He could create a brand that gives him total control. And companies across the world know this. They're watching, they're calculating, they're trying to figure out what offer would be big enough, bold enough, and flexible enough to land the biggest sneaker free agent in years. But with so much power in his hands, another question rises. Why did Curry's shoe choice hit fans so hard? Because his shoes became part of his identity. Kids linked him to Under Armour the same way they linked Jordan to Nike. Curry's low tops became a symbol of his style, fast, sharp, fearless. Seeing him in Nikes created a shock to the system. It felt off. It felt strange. It felt like seeing a superhero in a different costume. But at the same time, it felt right. The Kobe 6 Mambacita fit the moment perfectly. They carried history, love, respect, emotion. They turned the moment into more than a brand switch, into a tribute, a message, and a promise. A promise that something new is coming. And that leads to the biggest mystery of all. What happens next? Will Curry test different brands all season long? Will he sign the biggest sneaker deal of his life? Or will he go independent and shock the entire industry? The truth is, Curry holds all the cards now. He has the fame, the respect, the global fan base, the legacy, and now he has freedom. That combination is rare and dangerous in a good way, because Curry doesn't just follow trends, he creates them. He changed the way the world shoots. He changed the spacing of the game. He changed what players believe is possible. Now he might change what it means to be a sneaker athlete in the modern NBA. Curry's new freedom becomes even more interesting when you look at how other NBA stars have used their sneaker deals to shape their careers. Some players don't just wear a brand, they build their entire image through it. Think about Michael Jordan. His deal with Nike didn't just change his life, it changed the whole sneaker world. Jordan's line became bigger than basketball itself. Today, players who weren't even born when he played still wear his shoes. That's the power of a brand done right. Then there's LeBron James. His lifetime deal with Nike locked him in as one of the biggest names the company has ever backed. Every new LeBron shoe drops with huge hype. The partnership helped build his off-court empire and turned him into a global symbol. Kevin Durant used his Nike line to grow his brand beyond scoring. His KD shoes became the go-to for young players wanting comfort and control. Kyrie Irving is another example. His Nike line blew up around the world. Kids loved the style. Even after his split with Nike, the impact stayed strong enough that other brands rushed to sign him. And all of this started with one simple moment. A pair of Nike Kobe 6s walking onto a hardwood floor. That's why this wasn't just a shoe switch, it was a symbol. It said, the old chapter is done. It said, the future is open. And if one thing is clear, it's this. Stephen Curry didn't just change his shoes, he changed his path. If this story grabbed your attention, hit the like button so more people can see it. Make sure you subscribe for more deep dive stories about the biggest twists in sports, tech, and the world around us. Share this video with a friend who loves the NBA, because this sneaker moment just opened a brand new era. New stories dropping soon.